Hello everyone, Mr. Brocklehurst here. Let's get right into the learning. Today I'm going to share with you some information about how the force of gravity plays a role in how moons, planets, stars, and other heavenly bodies are created. Take a look at this sample. Practice your deep observation and pattern recognition skills. What pattern unites all of them? Pause the video as needed. You probably discovered that they are all round in shape. Well, there has to be a reason for this. What do you think it is? You may have guessed it from the intro or the video title, but it is because the force of gravity forces them into round shapes. The stronger the gravity, the more round it becomes. Let's dig a little deeper and learn a little bit more about how these bodies generally form. Again, if I go too fast, pause the video. Before moons, planets, and stars exist, there is a collection of particles in space. I find it helpful to think of this as an enormous cloud, even though it may be much thinner than a gas. And what happens is gravity. Gravity is an attractive force for all matter in the universe. That means that every particle is attracted to every other particle, and the ones that are close to each other often collect and form larger collections with even stronger gravity. This process continues and forms what we call asteroids. These asteroids aren't necessarily round yet, as their gravity isn't strong enough to greatly influence their shape, so we often just call them potato-shaped. So that leaves us with a bunch of potato-shaped asteroids floating around, but the process of gravitational collection continues. They continue gathering, and even though individually they are not necessarily round, the collection of them becomes ground. This is forced upon them by their own collective gravity. I have a link to a video showing this in 30 seconds. I highly recommend watching it. It's done by an amazing movie producer. Pause this video and give that one a shot. Okay, so hopefully you have some superficial understanding, at least, of how gravity influenced the creation of these round shapes. But what if something happened to distort them, like a collision? I'll ask you to recall that many celestial bodies often are not necessarily strong, solid structures. If a collision were to take place, the energy from that collision ends up as heat. As the distorted planet or body absorbs this energy, any liquid mantle to that body would not support any other shape, resulting in the corners and edges getting pulled in. I hope that makes sense to you. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.